Definitely lifts up the front tire a lot easier. Alright guys, try to do a little review on the JD tuner. It's a 2024 Kawasaki kLR650. And I'm just going to kind of go over what I have done, the settings I have it at, and I've played around with them quite a bit. And what I've noticed the most is low end power is a lot more steady. Kind of windy right now. It's fall, so the wind's always kind of breezy right now. Hopefully it's pretty clear. But what I've really noticed is cruising around, pulling hills. I mean, it does not lug hardly anymore like it used to. I mean, cruising 70, 75, it's so much easier now. I mean, barely cranking on it, I mean, 70's easy. I mean, right now I'm just cruising, and I mean, it's a totally different bike. But this tuner made this bike a lot more playful. Now it's not a Yamaha Tenere for sure, but it definitely spiced it up quite a bit. That front end, that 701 will not grab at all. It just slides. And throttle is your friend in most cases. Start to go down, give it some gas. Definitely lifts up the front tire a lot easier. It's an old swimming hole that we used to ride in or go swimming in, ride all through here. There ain't nothing here anymore. There we go, that was a stall. Okay. This is my first time to really go off-road with this tuner. It might need to be tuned down a little bit on the idle side. It could have been me, don't know. Time will tell. I'm running highway pressure in my tires also, so that makes a big difference on these roads. Especially rocks and gravel, a lot more bouncier. But used to, the only way to get a good wheelie is I'd have to clutch it up. And I don't, I mean, I can still clutch it up, but now with just a little bit of throttle and technique, I can get it up. No, I hit that sand, spun out. So you get another, but it'll just spin on this. The only thing bad about KLR is they're super heavy. It comes up pretty easy now. See if I can do it on this gravel. Nope, just spins. If you're on hard pack or blacktop, just a little bit of throttle and force on the handlebars, it comes right up. I had to chicken cross the road to get to the other side. It runs great. I might need to play with the idle, bring that down just a hair, because it seemed, I don't know if that was a flame out or a stall, but the restart wasn't immediate like it should have been. It might have been just a little bit rich. There's 70 miles per hour, and that wasn't total wide open throttle, but I mean it was pretty close. Almost did it. Sand's tricky. That might be me, or might be a little rich. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Ooh, I'm a little hot. Alright. This is why I say you need to run this where you can see it. Because, like, green and blue, that's your idle circuit. And green, and it'll stay in the green as you go up. Red, actually that's yellow blue. As you go up, it's showing you the throttle position. That's why I say it's important. So when you're cruising and you feel it bogging or cutting out or something, you know where you need to adjust that. So if you got this tucked underneath the seat, you're just guessing where you're at on your throttle. But I'm gonna turn the idle down just a little bit. There's idle, so I got it on 5. 4.2, 4.5. But all in all, it has made the bike more capable of, you know, more off-road situations. Because it did just lack just a little bit of that punch that you really need when you're off-road. On-road, it was pretty much fine. I mean, a little power on the road, a little extra power on the road doesn't hurt, but when you're in off-road situations, heavy bike, you need that extra power for sure. Ride into town, gas up. That's gonna be an awkward spot. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Not too bad for a kLR. And one of my all-time favorite things about this tuner is being able to just barely crack the throttle. Just like that, just barely crack it. I mean, I know there's a lot of complaints of people, and my bike did the same thing. You just barely crack it. It's like the throttle's on off. You know, you're just like kind of jerking around. Well, now there's not that issue. You can just barely crack it and just kind of creep around if you want to. You're not lugging back and forth. But that's another plus for it. You know, a lot of people say they can do the clutch mod and that'll take care of it. Well, I did the clutch mod and it might have helped, but it was still there.